Welcome to episode 14 of the Ask Linkfluencer show. And in today's episode, we're going to be looking into what makes a compelling LinkedIn profile. The question has come through from Tony Holland, a Sydney-based entrepreneur who has asked, can you share some tips or strategies I can implement to help build a more compelling LinkedIn profile? So first and foremost, Tony, it's recognizing the importance of it. So right now, LinkedIn has become that big that when someone searches for your name, no longer will your website, company website come up. It'll actually be your LinkedIn profile. So it's really important to have one, because if people's first impression of you is something that is out of date or something that does not connect with them, then your first impression can either be your best or last, and you don't get a second chance to make a good first impression. So it's really important to build one out. Now, understanding that, how do we actually go and do it? So we use an approach called the outside-inside approach. So Tony, what you want to do is you want to look at the top 3 objections that you normally face when selling your product or service. Think of the top 3 challenges your product or service solves for your target market, and then what makes you unique. Now, once you've done that, what you want to do is go into all the various sections of your profile, like your summary, your work experiences, your skills and endorsements, your recommendations, and weave those answers in there, because what that will do is it'll help you build your level of connectiveness with your target audience. And I'll give you some tips around these particular sections of your profile, but we've written a ton of articles around this within our company blog. So first and foremost, your summary should be written in a story format in third person, and it should really encapsulate where your journey started, how it led to where you are, and what you're working towards. Now, in episode 11, we actually covered how to write a compelling summary, so be sure to check that out. Your work experiences should follow the same strategy. So stay away from bullet points, make sure that you cover a story of that particular experience, what your role was, what you worked on, etc. Make sure to have media links or particular videos underneath both your summary and your experiences. Next is your skills and endorsements. We've all seen profiles that have 15, 20, 50 skills and endorsements. Stay away from that, because you're viewed as a generalist rather than a specialist. Cut down to 3, 5, maximum 7 things that you specialize in, and make sure that they are congruent, obviously, to yourself, but also relative to your target market, based on those 3 questions that I asked earlier. And then recommendations is one of the most powerful ways to build your credibility, because it's no longer you saying something about yourself, it's your target market and your previous clients talking about you and what you've done for them, how you've solved their particular challenges as well. So there you have it. There's some tips on how to create a compelling LinkedIn profile. Be sure to go to our blog, Tony, and where you'll be able to read a whole lot more on this topic, and a few other articles on not just building a profile, but then how do you take that profile, get that in front of your target market, and start building those meaningful relationships. So thanks for tuning in.